Tell you what, it's nice to be here. Normally I'm interviewing you.
Yeah.
So I feel like the shoe is legit on the other foot.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I feel pretty good.
I feel pretty excited about it as well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming.
I was so pumped you messaged me and told me, by the way.
Yeah.
It took me 16 years to even want to talk about my disability at all.
Right.
Right? And
Why did you start talking about it?
when you talk about it, you normalise it, which makes more people understand that it is okay to have a disability, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it can be a cool, sexy, different thing, right?
Yeah.
But I did not want to talk about it at all for 16 years, and it took me 28 years to be fully comfortable.
Yeah.
Only 3 years ago.
Yeah.
To be like, nah, stuff it, I'm fully comfortable in all forms.
Yeah.
Why did you feel like you wanted to talk about it straight away?
I can't keep my mouth shut. That's my problem.
Fair enough.
It's only been a year for me. So I think I started to see people's reaction to it and I was like, whoa, people don't really like talking about this. And I think I knew that would happen, but I didn't quite realise how uncomfortable people are talking about disabilities, that they just don't want to engage because they think that they're going to say the wrong thing or whatever.
Did you deep down know maybe you were on the autism spectrum, your life or not?
Not really. I think
How did it come out? What happened?
I knew there was something not quite right, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I'd had trouble sleeping in school. I had spoken to psychologists all the way through. They all thought I had anxiety. I didn't get, when I spoke to other people that had anxiety, it wasn't quite that. And then I think when they started talking to me about autism, I was very embarrassed. I was like, I kind of put it forward to my psychologist, and then when they started the process with me, I think I was like, whoa, no, this is too much. And then when I got the diagnosis, it took a while to get to the point where I was like, actually, this does make sense for my whole life.
Did you know much about disability before?
No.
That's the best question, right?
Yeah.
Anyone has an accident or gets their legs blown off or gets diagnosed with autism, whatever it is, I ask everyone, what do you know about disability? Everyone goes, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That sucks, yeah?
Yeah.
Once finding out that you had autism, it helped you, in music, writing songs? Is it something you can use as a tool or is it detrimental?
I don't think it made me better at writing songs. I think it made me better at functioning as a person.
Made you better at understanding yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I understood why I wanted to write songs more. For me, music has just stuck around for so much longer, and it's been this special kind of tool that I've used to understand myself. And I think that part of that was because I didn't know what it was about myself that was different, but I was trying to understand it through music. Going forward, it's like, oh, I do have this special skill, and that's something I should be proud of. I never wasn't proud of it, but I guess I didn't know why it was so important to me
Yeah, how
all
big
the
a role
time.
it played as well.
Yeah.
I love that. What a great answer.
Have you seen the show My Octopus Teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah?
On the Netflix show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's good. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I watched that when I think around when I was diagnosed, and I was really embarrassed, and I was feeling that people wouldn't want to talk to me because they would think that I wasn't able to socialize or something. And then I watched that and I was like, whoa, this guy's relationship with this animal is so not based on what we would value in relationships. He was learning something from this animal that had these special skills. And I was like, wow, that's what I should take away from this situation is I have all of these things that make me really cool. I shouldn't be embarrassed because I can't do one other thing. Mm-hmm. I should be proud of myself and understand what I can contribute to the world. And not that I've got a deficit, that I've got something that I can give. And I think that's when I started writing Octopus and kind of going back through my history. And I did 3 versions of the song. And in the end, it was the stand on my shoulders. I need a bit of help with things I didn't really notice. Yeah. And that was I feel that that's what I've taken away from my experiences.
I used to hate myself because of my disability. I didn't tell anyone for 2 years. Didn't go to school, ate junk food, didn't leave the house. If I just told people what I was going through, they would have been like, mate, you're being an idiot. Let us help you. Yeah. But I think, as you said, you feel embarrassed and you feel like a burden.
Yeah.
So if any young person with disability watching this, don't. Tell people, get out there, talk about it, change, not even disability, your difference as well.
Yeah.
Whether it is, your race, gender, sexual orientation, whatever it is. We're all different. We all want to be different. We're wearing different clothes, different hairstyles, different everything. Yet
Similar hairstyles.
As soon as we have a difference, we're like, I don't want that. So you know what I mean? As soon as you embrace your difference, honestly, that's when my life, boom, everything changed for me, which was pretty cool. This is where I want disability to get. I want it to get to where the LGBTQI community is now.
Yeah.
Right? 15 years ago, if you were homophobic, you might have got away with it.
Yeah.
Now, no chance.
Yeah.
Why? Because of mainstream leaders, people that were cool, sexy, representing, changing the game.
Yeah.
So it became more normalised.
Yeah.
And that's where I want disability to be. I want to look back in 5, 10 years and be like, It's just normal. You know what I mean? The only time you got on TV when you were disabled was if you played sport or if you got discriminated against, then you're on a current affair or whatever.
Yeah.
But now, like, you know, how many musos with disabilities are there? Everyone's like, well, it's Alex Astronaut now. But, you know, you can't really be what you can't see.
Yeah.
Right? And there will legit be people on the autism spectrum who want to be musos who will see you and be like, fuck yeah, I can do that.
I have only started to see like the parallel, like how disabilities is a minority group after my diagnosis. I didn't think of it as that before.
The biggest minority group in the world.
Yeah.
Between 17 and 20%.
Right.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But you don't think of us as, you don't even notice, but that's a massive minority group.
Yeah.
Disability inclusion is important, but especially accessibility as well.
Yeah.
Accessibility inclusion done from the start is less expensive and it looks cool because you don't even notice it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what we try and do at Ability Fest.
Yeah.
You go to Ability Fest, yeah? It just looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's a sick party.
Yeah.
You don't even really notice all the accessibility features, like the sensory room, like the platforms, like the Auslan. It's just a part of it. You know Siri on your phone? Mm-hmm. How impactful is that, right?
Robot friend.
Robot friend. Bang, bang, bang. That makes an able-bodied person's life easier, yeah?
Yeah.
That makes a blind person's life possible.
Yeah.
That wasn't made for able-bodied people. That was made for people who are low vision or blind. Did you know that?
No.
But there you go. Everyone thinks it's made for us. But it's actually made for people with disability to be able to live.
Right.
Same with the sensory room at a footy ground or
Yeah.
whatever. Anybody could go in there and be like, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
But it makes someone on the spectrum's life possible
Yeah.
if they need that.
Yeah.
So that's the narrative you got to change, I think.
Why did you want to do Ability Fest?
Well, I wanted to create a space where my mates, like I'm lucky that I used to go to Falls, go to Splendid with you, crowd surf, get pushed up the hill, you know, because I could do it. I had great friends. But for a lot of people with other high levels of disability or not as many mates as I had, they don't get the opportunity to go and do that.
Yeah.
And how beautiful is music? Is music not one of the best things in the world?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Like, imagine never experiencing it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what some people had. So we wanted to create a space where not only raising money for our foundation, we've raised over $1 million in the first 3 years, which is pretty cool. Thank you, by the way. You donated your time. Love you. I know you charge hundreds of thousands of dollars around the world, so it was very nice of you.
$12.
Well, yeah. But also, like, you know, to create that space for people who don't normally get it, and you walked around.
Yeah, it makes you cry.
The people with disabilities aren't crying, they're just partying. But the brothers, the sisters, the mums and dads, like they were like a mess.
Yeah.
Right? Because they never thought their partner, their family member would ever get that. The reason you should do it, yes, you get a bit of warm and fuzzies, but they also should do it because it's good business.
Yeah.
We want to buy tickets as well, you know?
Yeah.
We want to be like everyone. But also we want to inspire more artists with disabilities to get out there and believe if they actually play music, they'll get a gig. I bet you anything. There'll be some young person on Triple J who'll be like, oh yeah, I've got autism. I used to love Alex the Astronaut and I didn't think I'd be able to do it. And then boom, they're there. Look at you, like, oh, you get all weird. You get all awkward about that, don't you? I know
That's
as well.
nice.
It's true though.
Yeah, I like that.
Are we allowed to have a COVID safe hug? We're fucking doing it.
Yeah,
Come
let's do it.
That's great. Good job.
Good job. You're a superstar.
And the logo goes to Alex and Dylan.